starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week with 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading about a quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won. Managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 8 catches, 94 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action. Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Oh, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Kamara. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Ready to return, here's Hilliard. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 23 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
Here's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Harris now to return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Tennessee offense set to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no comeback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Winston. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence is deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running left, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Right side complete. That's Woods. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. On 1st down, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston. Again, he's got that man Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A 1st down throw for Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To the air again with Winston. And that is incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. To throw is Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Second and 2.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. And meanwhile, for the Titans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Get ready.
The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Tannehill on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Ruled down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Henry running right. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Tyrann Mathieu, the all-pro, up to make the stop. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Wide open receiver complete.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Henry again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 5.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Tannehill.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Winston. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Saints on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Jameis to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here comes the Saints punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Airing it out deep for Woods. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A give. This is Kamara. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a yard. Winston. Forced out, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs. Keep possession of the football.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Winston now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Play fake. Winston. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 21-14, 2:21 the time left. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Tannehill. And that's complete to McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Here's Tannehill. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tannehill to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He dumps it off for Henry. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing, Tannehill.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before.